Christianity is the largest religion in South Africa, with almost 80% of South Africans identifying as Christian. South African Christianity has a variety of denominations, including Roman Catholic, Anglican, African independent churches, Lutheran, Methodist, and Pentecostal. South African Christianity has drawn heavily from both African and European cultures, creating a unique and diverse expression of the Christian faith. Christianity has had a significant impact on South African culture, and the church has played an important role in the country's history. The history of Christianity in South Africa began with the arrival of Dutch colonialists in the 17th century, starting with Jan van Riebeeck in 1652, when the Dutch East India Company sent him to establish a colony to supply food and fuel to ships traveling between the Netherlands and Southeast Asia. With him came 3 ships of settlers who began living in Cape Town, who were also part of the Dutch Reformed Church. Soon the Dutch Reformed Church became the official religion of the colony, with many Christian missionaries arriving in South Africa to spread the gospel of Jesus to the African natives. These missionaries came from England, Scotland, France, United States, and the Netherlands. They began translating the Bible into local languages, and particularly the hymn books, for community singing. South Africa became the gateway for an army of Christian missionaries attempting to gain access into southern and sub-Saharan Africa. Their stated goal was to evangelize, educate, and civilize what they called were the heathen and barbarian natives of the darkest Africa. During the 19th century, Christianity was expanding in South Africa and other churches began to be established. The Anglican Church, Methodist Church, and the Lutheran Church all began to have presence in South Africa during this time. Internal disagreements led to split between 1850s and 1910s, such as founding of the African independent churches, the Zion Christian Church, also known as ZCC, and the Nazareth Baptist Church, as the known Church of Kashembe. In the early 1900s, Pentecostal Christian operations from America opened up their offices in South Africa. And that was the birth of charismatic Christian churches in South Africa. These historical activity created many Christian denominations and a structure where, even though 80% of South African population is Christian, the largest Christian group has had less than 10% of the South African population. During the 20th century, Christianity in South Africa underwent a transformation as a result of the apartheid regime. The Christian churches were divided along racial lines, and many black Christians began to form independent churches. During the apartheid era, the South African Council of Churches was formed to unite the various churches in the fight against racial discrimination. Christianity is the largest religion in South Africa. According to a 2011 South African census, 79.8% of South Africans identify as Christians. According to Stats SA, the province of Northern Cape and Free State have the highest percentage of Christians in the country, with Northern Cape consisting of 97.9% and Free State consisting of 95.5%. The African Independent Church make up the largest Christian group. These consist of several churches which are divided by denominations, rituals, and languages. However, they are all united by the fact that they were established by African initiatives rather than by foreign missionaries. The biggest Christian denomination in South Africa is the Zion Christian Church, also known as the ZCC, with many stats estimating membership to range between 7 to 10 million members. While the Dutch Reformed Church advocated for apartheid, many Christian churches played an instrumental role in the abolishment and transition from apartheid to the new dispensation. The South African Council of Churches was one of the most active anti-apartheid organizations under the leadership of Anglican Bishop Desmond Tutu. Other Christian denominations in South Africa include the Greek Orthodox Church, the Lutheran Church, the Seventh-day Adventist, the Mormons, Jehovah's Witnesses, and other non-denominational Christians. Since the end of apartheid in 1994, Christianity in South Africa has experienced a revival. Churches of all denominations have experienced growth, and there has been increased cooperation between different churches. The South African Council of Churches continues to play an important role in promoting unity and reconciliation amongst the various Christian churches in South Africa. The future of Christianity in South Africa is likely to remain strong. Christianity is the largest religion in South Africa, and it has been growing steadily in recent years. Due to its strong presence, it is likely to remain a major force in the country's culture and politics. The country's current president, Cyril Ramaphosa, is a Christian, and the government has taken steps to promote religious freedom and tolerance. Going forward, Christianity is likely to continue to shape South African society in a positive way.